Hi everyone, Brian. It's December 22nd, Sunday, coming into a very short week here. Monday, full day of trading, as you know, Tuesday, half day, which is the 24th, and of course, we're back on line Friday. And yeah, so it's going to be a short week, probably going to be light volume. Don't think anybody's going to be taking any significant positions. The machines will still be running though. And we'll be in the Bear Bull trading room in the morning, day trading, seeing if there's some opportunities to take advantage of on the day trades. But let's talk about swing trading and take a look at the week that was. You can see here we've had a pretty strong week leading into this shortened week. All the indexes were up on Friday, and we're still pretty strongly in the bull camp here in terms of market internals, new highs compared to new lows. Um, groups have been kind of interesting. There's been one weird anomaly here, and that is some of the safety trades like utilities have been coming on a little bit, even though, as the market goes higher, usually you see a shift to stuff that's more risk on, like technology. But anyway, it's just an interesting sort of dichotomy, if you want to call it that. Let's take a look at the indexes real quickly. I'm going to focus more on watch lists. So you can see the transports again, still making some higher lows here, higher low, higher low, higher low, and looks like it's going to break out here. This is kind of stuff you want to see for the Dow to continue to move higher. 10 years kind of flattening out, but it did come up a bit, help the financials, of course. 10-year, it's actually pretty close to a breakout range here, and you can see this ascending triangle pattern. Don't really even have to draw it, it's pretty obvious. So we'll see what happens in the week or two ahead. If we actually break over this 2%, it's going to be interesting. Once we got close to 3, it really had an impact on the markets. They started to roll over, so we'll see if we'll keep an eye on that. I'm just going to look at the weeklies real quickly here on the indexes. You can see here Dow new high, pulled back a little bit, but still started off and finished fairly strong on the week. IWM, same story. Not average sort of volume. RSI still moving higher on on the small caps, and you can see the TNA. It looks like, I'm going to guess that we're going to test this high, and the TNA would be to wait to trade this, but it looks like we are continuing to push higher on the small caps, which of course have not made a new high like the other indexes have. So playing a bit of a catch-up trade there in the small caps. And of course the Qs on the weekly breaking out, so technology is still doing well. We had Micron reporting good earnings this week, probably helped the entire index. Let's take a look at the SPY quickly. Again, same story, breaking out. A little overbought here on volume. So again, I'm kind of thinking we may be into a week or two where we just get some sideways chop on this on these indexes. Dollar strengthening up here. It's been pretty choppy in this range. And the VIX again, just kind of just holding this 12 level. Could be a level to trade against on TVIX if you were going to trade the volatility index. But yeah, let's take a look at what we got on watch. Got some stuff that I scanned for. AMRN's not really doing much of anything here. I don't see any setup there. BBio is looking at as, it certainly broke out on Friday. And although it's probably going to do a bit of a pullback on Monday, sort of similar price action to what we had here, pop up, maybe try to push higher and then pull back. So maybe watch for a BBio pullback. Clovis, we've been trading in the day trading room, sort of an ascending triangle or a pennant here. You can kind of draw the lines here from the bottom, from the top. RSI is turning down. Looks like it might head lower here. Volume picking up to the downside. So Clovis may be the short. We'll watch that. CRWD, I'm kind of keeping an eye on. It looks like an ascending triangle here. We've got this 50 level. So I've actually got an alert in for a break above 50. and we'll be keeping an eye on that one maybe for a long if it can break out of this 50 level. So CRWD got an alert set. KRMD is kind of stalling out here. Don't really see a trade on that one. Luckin Coffee has really been trying to break out from this. It's certainly making a series of higher lows, but again, it just seems to be banging its head there. But if it can get over 33, we could see a decent run on this. But again, it rejected 33 on Friday, and so not really a trade until we see it move above that. Volume was down on Friday. Marijuana stocks, MJ, Alternative Harvest, ETF. Kind of looking at this as, it could be something we could take a position in. I think there's going to be some significant consolidation in this space over the 2020. Some people I'm hearing are running out of money. So some of the good assets are going to get snapped up. There's going to be some consolidation in the space, and probably the ones that are left standing will probably do fairly well. So, companies that are really well established, like Canopy, which have Constellation Brands behind them, could move higher. But I'd be looking at maybe CGC as a possible long for the year, for the 2020. And Nugget it just seems to be, it doesn't know which way it wants to go here. Roku. Kind of stuck in this range. I don't think it's going to do anything for the rest of the year. Semiconductor index breaking out with the Micron. And here's the TNA. It looks like, let's take a look at this quickly on the weekly. Again, it's got a lot of room to move here. It is kind of breaking out from this 70 level, 70 all along here, sort of bottoming out here. I think it could be a decent trade. We'll watch for a bit of a pullback. Maybe could easily get to 80, which is the level here, kind of a level that it's bounced off of here. And RSI is strengthening, volume's dropping off, of course, getting into Christmas. Moving averages look like they're going to cross again. 200 days still moving up. So TNA still looks like a decent long. Let's take a look at some scans that I have done. ADAP, I was kind of looking at ADAP. I'm not sure. It's a pretty low price stock. I don't usually trade these in a big down volume. Could take a long here with a stop at sort of 120 level. Yeah, it looks like it's kind of running out of steam here. BE, I'm still watching that. It broke out, then it pulled back. So we'll see what it does on Monday. But again, there may be not a lot of price action on these for the coming week. CYCN, kind of a low price stock, but it does look like it maybe wants to break out. It was up a little bit on volume on Friday, so we'll keep an eye on that one. CYCN for a break above sort of the 240 level. Has a pretty significant amount of upside. If we can break that, I'd probably be looking at a $3 level. You can see there's I put up a volume by price, and you can see here there's been a huge amount of buying in this area, sort of this $2 to $2.50 level, and to $2.60 level. So a lot of holders now in this level, which could lead to this thing popping higher. MACD cross here, way back here. RSI is strengthening. Definitely worth watching. D-Dog's another one that kind of came up on a scan. MACD crossing again from the slow going through the fast going through the slow moving average here. Looks like got a bit of an ascending triangle here. If it can break out, what's this level? This 38 level. The high is 39, close was 38. Yeah, if it can break out from break through 39, we could have a decent run all the way up to, say, even 42. So keeping an eye on D-Dog, the dog. Sorry, I'm getting a little wild here. Too much eggnog. EZPW, I'm still keeping an eye on. Looks like it actually looks like it might want to push through 7, so we're watching that still. Had a pretty good volume day on Friday. A little bit overbought here still. Needs to work that off possibly. FTSY, I just don't know how to trade this. It's just a little bit extended here, and it's really overbought. But it did come up on my scan. ONTC, not too interesting at this point. PFNX, again, tried to pop out. Looks like it might be doing a pullback. Kind of like looking at Rocket and maybe making a higher low here. So could trade against this 21, what is this? Low 21.25. Forget a bit of, might, if it can break to say even 23, maybe it looks like it might want to go higher. So it might be watching Rocket for a break above 23. And what else we got here? That's not that interesting. THMO, kind of liking this one. It looks like the MACD is crossing here. Maybe we're certainly down into some areas of support here. Low 261 here, low 260 here. There's a low 259 here, low 261 here. So it's definitely holding this sort of 260 level. Went out at 276. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that one, but I think that does have some potential. Again, it's not a very high price stock. RSI is kind of finding some support here. Yeah, kind of liking this one, although the volume's really light on it. Yeah, so that's it, everybody. Hope I'll have a great weekend. Had a good weekend, got some shopping done, I'm sure. This is my book, How to Swing Trade, on Amazon if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet. It's there, and last minute shopping for the stocking stuffer or something. Anyway, have a great rest of the evening, everybody. We'll see you in the Bear Bull trading room if you're going to join us there in the morning. Pre-market show starts at 7:30 with Norm and Carlos, and then we'll do the open. And like I said, it's probably going to be a little bit more of a quiet day. Quiet day, low, not very much news coming out this week probably. So anyway, have a good rest of the evening, everybody. We'll see you in the room tomorrow if you're joining us. Bye for now.